Oh.
Stop asking us why we're getting divorced. This right here is why.
Oh yeah, I've seen why, because you just decide that, okay, I'm going to divorce him. You've seen she could have carried the toddler, the baby she had in her hands. She could have carried that baby. The other kid, she was walking by herself. She didn't have to carry those bags, leave the bags in the car. Are you saying the man wouldn't have picked those bags in the car if she left them? Why are you trying to do everything by yourself? Why?
Honey, can you take out the trash?
Yeah, just give me a minute.
The man said, give me a minute. He didn't say, give me a second. He said, give me a minute. It's not even over 5 seconds and then she's doing it.
Urgency and resentment are what build inside of us when we have been in codependency, over caretaking, self-abandonment, being forced to do everything for everybody. When that inner obligation or outer expectation has been put on us, urgency and resentment come out of us. And the saddest part is that there's people in the comments saying, oh, this is so me. And it just tells me they're at the end of their codependent rope. But they're still in denial that this is okay for them to live in every day.
I prayed to God that He would let you marry me. And then I also prayed to God that He would help me get over you.
When I decided to get divorced for my second time at age 30, I went kicking and screaming. Actually, I went over to my girlfriend's house to complain for the 100th time about the things my husband was doing that I didn't like. And she so boldly said to me, maybe it's you. And I was like, excuse me? I'm sure that it's him. But she got into my head and I thought, well, maybe I should go to a therapist. The therapist can say that it's him. So we went to this man, Louis Quimby. Louis Quimby was 73. He had been in practice for over 30 years. In this session, we got to the root of a few things. One, my husband at the time, zero interest in changing. Me, totally codependent and only willing to change if he was. Except then Louis got in my head. At the end of the session, he invites us to his group therapy session. And my husband immediately says no. He looks at me and says, well, you can come. You can go alone. On the drive home from that therapy session, when I tell you I was crying, my head was on the window, I was in such victim mode. Like, who is going to save me from this? Somehow, some way, within a few days, I decided that I was going to go to group therapy alone. And that is what I did. For 6 months, every Wednesday at 5:30, I went to group therapy with Louis Quimby and 6 other people where he drilled into me things like, you need to make agreements in your relationships. Here are the 5 categories: sex, power, money, words, and feelings. If you do not have agreements in those places, you are going with the person who has the strongest opinion. You need to understand how you got your needs met. When he asked me the question, how did you learn to get your needs met? It took me 2 months to answer. When he asked me the question, what are your requirements in a relationship? It took me 3 months to answer. But within 6 months, I firmly decided I will be getting a divorce. 4 years I was single after that, practicing my requirements while dating, to the point where I would have them in the door and out the door within a week. It made me so strong and so ready to actually have a marriage. Now I've been married for 10 years.
You're dead ass
Because
crying
I
right
feel
now.
like I'm gonna be abandoned right now, and like you're just like everyone else is trying to fucking leave me, and I just don't know what
Leave
to
you. You made a
You're
decision and you
leaving
got caught.
me. Decision to do what? Like,
You linked somebody and you got caught.
it wasn't even that
You went behind my
serious.
back and
It
you went
wasn't
to
that
somebody's crib.
serious.
He was a
Stop.
hooper.
Stop.
He was a hooper. He played basketball.
Yes. But it wasn't that serious. Like,
Y'all like
stop.
actually.
Yeah, but it was just a one-time thing, and we used protection.
Oh, one time thing, we use protection.
It wasn't even for that long, so I don't even know why you're bugging. Like, it was not even for that long. Like, can you please come back to me? Please?
Get off of me.
Please come
Don't touch me.
back. Like, stop. Just please. Like, you're overreacting.
I'm not overreacting.
I
You're
only
being-
did it because you didn't answer your fucking phone. Like, you never answer your phone and you're never there for me.
You know what I'm
You're
doing. I'm
never
always
there
at the
for
gym.
me.
I'm
What
always at
gym?
the gym.
What gym are you at?
You know what
like,
gym
what
I'm at.
gym opens that? Like, you're higher.
Okay.
Like, you don't even care about me at all.
Alright. How long was this going on for?
Like, for a month, but it wasn't even that serious.
Did you rebound from?
Yeah, but yeah. Why are
Alright, have
you
a good
asking me that? The graphic design, like, where are you going? Do not leave me.
There's not a lot of conversation about the really beautiful parts of men. Aside of their money, aside of their...
Of course, the money, the money. The money.
things that we are attracted to that don't get a lot of attention. And I know a lot of men are not gonna listen to me or believe me, but when I tell you these attributes are so sexy. Number one is vulnerability. When a man can be honest about the trials and tribulations of life, how it made him feel, what he learned from it, how he grew.
Fellas, they want your money and they want you to be emotional and cry. And then when they see you that you're weak, they leave you.
How he found resilience, how he's changed over time, and honestly and authentically articulate these things to his partner, to his friend, to his therapist. It is so sexy. Unfortunately, a lot of men think that it's best to be a macho man, don't cry, blah blah blah. That is what other men are telling you to be. But what are the women saying? The women are saying, tell us, talk to us, confide in us. We want to help you. We want to get to know the real you.
No. What you want is power over your man. The moment he's vulnerable and ABC, when you have some argument and you bring that thing up, like, oh, that's the reason why you did this. That's the reason the other day you did this. That's the reason why this happened to you in the past because of this.
You. How can we really connect if you don't let me in? Next thing that I find, chef's kiss, decisiveness. It is so sexy when a man can just make a decision. It's not about how quickly he makes a decision. It's about how he thought about it thoroughly. He weighed the options. He looked at the pros and cons, and he made the best decision for the moment. And once he has made up his mind, it's made. If that ain't masculine energy, I don't know what is, baby. The next thing is a man who cares about others. I always wondered why I had such a strong attraction to Malcolm X and revolutionaries, and it's because they dedicated their life to helping others. It's so selfless and it's so sexy. A lot of men are inherently selfish. So when you meet a man who actually wants to make the world a better place and puts action behind it, oh child, I'm ready to cook a Thanksgiving dinner every day of the week. The last one, I actually asked my mother the other day, what trait would you say is really important in a husband? And she said, a man who is slow to anger, a man that is not reactionary, a man that can sit in his calm, who can let a wave of emotion pass. It's not that we all don't get triggered, but when you understand that your trigger is a feeling and you can sit with it,